Choeung Ek Genocidal Center in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. Choeung Ek is the site of a former orchard and mass grave of victims of the Khmer Rouge killed between 1975 and 1979 to about 17 kilometers south of Phnom Penh, Cambodia. It is the best known of the sites known as the Killing Fields, where the Khmer Rouge regime executed over 1 million people between 1975 and 1979. Mass graves containing 8,895 bodies were discovered at Choeung Ek after the fall of the Khmer Rouge regime. Many of the dead were former political prisoners who were kept by the Khmer Rouge in their Tuol Sleng detention center and in other Cambodian detention centers. Today, Choeung Ek is a memorial, marked by a Buddhist stupa. The stupa has acrylic glass sides and is filled with more than 5,000 human skulls. Some of the lower levels are opened during the day so that the skulls can be seen directly. Many have been shattered or smashed in. Tourists are encouraged by the Cambodian government to visit Choeung Ek. Apart from the stupa, there are pits from which the bodies were exhumed. Human bones still litter the site. On May 3, 2005, the municipality of Phnom Penh announced that they had entered into a 30-year agreement with JC Royal Co. to develop the memorial at Choeung Ek. As part of the agreement, they are not to disturb the remains still present in the field. One of the things that strikes you at the Killing Fields, on the outskirts of Phnom Penh, is how crude everything once was here, to even the murders. Especially the murders. Ammunition was too expensive and in short supply, so the people killed here were normally hacked to death with spades, machetes, or even the spiked plants that grew nearby. The people killed here were not even worth the price of a bullet. The Killing Fields is part of the legacy left by the Khmer Rouge in Cambodia. When Pol Pot and his murderous organization took control of the country, he tried to enforce his communist dream through a nightmare of fear and violence. Anyone with the ability to think for themselves was seen as a threat, and he set out to eliminate them. Simply having a career as something like a lawyer, doctor, linguist, or teacher was enough to mark you for death. That Pol Pot himself was once a teacher and spoke multiple languages was irrelevant in this brazen genocide. Cambodia became isolated, and over the 4 years the Khmer Rouge ruled the country between 1975 to 1979, it's estimated about 3 million people died. That was almost half the population at the time. At least 20,000 Cambodians were executed here at the Killing Fields in Phnom Penh. The site is also known as Choeung Ek Genocidal Center. They were brought out in trucks, taken to pits that had been dug in the ground, and then bashed/hacked/mutilated before being thrown into the hole. Body upon body piled up on top of each other in the mess of massacre. From an infrastructure point of view, the site is crude. Nowadays there are no originals building left, but, even back then, there were just a few small wooden structures. Comparing it, for example, to the German concentration camp Auschwitz in Poland, you realize how primitively brutal the Khmer Rouge was. There was no plan for the future, no nation-building grand design. They weren't trying to create a society, they were trying to destroy one. The free audio guide which comes with the entrance fee at the Killing Fields paints the picture well. It describes how the site would have looked during the Khmer Rouge's reign and includes first-person accounts of those who were there at the time. It puts into perspective what you can see today. Dug-out pits with rags of clothing still half buried in the dirt, human bones protruding from the ground, the tree the guards would smash babies against to kill them. And, of course, there's the new addition of the stupa housing the skulls and other bones of thousands of victims. It's a tribute to those who lost their lives, but it's a grim shrine to the horrors of what happened here. The skulls look out through the glass doors and windows at the fields in front of them to the fields of death. Like us and join us at Extreme Collections for more fun and knowledge.